My sweet babe, this man, your man, is so unbelievably proud to be yours, proud not in a loud or boastful way but in the quiet, steady way a mountain is proud to hold the sky, in the faithful way the sun rises every morning without needing applause, because loving you has become the greatest honor of my life, and I need you to feel that deep in your heart today. I need you to understand that when I look at you, I don't just see beauty. I see strength that has survived storms, I see courage that kept going when giving up would have been easier, I see a heart that loves fiercely even after it has been bruised, and being chosen by you, being trusted by you, being loved by you is something I carry like a crown I never expected but will protect with everything I have. Because you are not just my sweetheart, you are my inspiration, my reminder that softness is not weakness and that kindness is power, and every single day I wake up knowing that I get to call you mine is a day I walk a little taller, dream a little bigger, and work a little harder, because loving you pushes me to become the best version of myself, not out of fear, not out of pressure, but out of pure desire to deserve the incredible woman who stands beside me, and I want you to hear this clearly. I am proud of you, proud of your growth, proud of your resilience, proud of the way you fight your silent battles with grace, proud of the way you keep believing even when life tests you. And when I say this man is proud to be yours, I mean I am grateful beyond words that out of all the paths in this world, your heart found mine, because loving you feels like purpose, like destiny wrapped in tenderness, like a blessing that I refuse to take for granted, and I want you to know that you don't have to shrink yourself for anyone, you don't have to doubt your worth, you don't have to question whether you are enough. Because to me you are more than enough, you are extraordinary in ways you don't even realize, and when you feel tired, when you feel unsure, when the world tries to convince you that you are small, remember that there is a man standing here who sees your greatness even when you cannot see it yourself. A man who believes in your dreams, who celebrates your victories, who holds space for your tears, who prays for your peace, who thanks God for your existence, because you have changed me in ways I never thought possible, you have softened my rough edges, strengthened my weak moments, and given me a reason to fight for a future that is bigger than just myself. And I promise you that my pride in being yours is not temporary. It is not based on moods or moments, it is rooted in commitment, in loyalty, in a love that chooses you again and again, even on the hard days, especially on the hard days, because real love is not just butterflies and sweet words, it is standing firm when things shake. It is holding hands when fear whispers lies, it is reminding each other of who we are when doubt tries to steal our confidence, and sweetheart, I will always remind you that you are powerful, that your voice matters, that your presence is a gift, and that your dreams are valid, and as your man, I take pride in supporting you, in cheering for you, in protecting your heart while also encouraging you to soar. Because I never want to cage your spirit, I want to watch you fly, and I want to be the wind beneath your wings when you forget how strong they are, and I want you to feel safe with me, safe to be vulnerable, safe to be ambitious, safe to be imperfect, safe to be fully yourself without fear of judgment. Because the woman you are is exactly the woman I love, not a polished version, not a filtered version, but the real, raw, beautifully human you, and I am proud not only of the good days but of the battles you fought in silence, of the tears you wiped away when no one was looking, of the courage it took to keep loving after disappointment. And I stand here today telling you that I am honored to call you mine, honored to walk beside you, honored to build with you, and I will never treat this love casually. I will nurture it, protect it, and grow it, because you deserve consistency, you deserve reassurance, you deserve a man who doesn't just say he's proud but shows it in action, in respect, in loyalty, in effort, and I want to motivate you the same way you motivate me. I want to remind you that the goals you have are achievable, that the fears you carry do not define you, that your past does not limit your future, and that every step you take forward is a victory worth celebrating. And if ever you feel like giving up, remember that I believe in you with everything in me. I believe in your talent, in your heart, in your ability to rise above whatever tries to pull you down, and I am not ashamed to say that loving you has made me stronger, more focused, more determined to create a life worthy of us, because when a man finds a woman who inspires him, who challenges him to grow, who loves him deeply and honestly, he becomes unstoppable, and you, my sweet babe, have unlocked that unstoppable version of me, and I carry your name in my prayers, your smile in my mind, your love in my chest like a steady flame that refuses to go out, and I promise you that I will continue to earn your trust, to protect your peace, to speak life into your dreams, and to stand firm when storms come. Because pride in being yours is not about possession, it is about partnership, it is about two souls choosing each other daily, lifting each other higher, refusing to let the world break what we are building, and I want you to walk through life knowing that you are deeply loved, deeply valued, deeply respected, and that there is a man who proudly claims you not as a trophy but as his greatest blessing, his greatest motivation, his greatest joy, and no matter what challenges we face, no matter what obstacles try to stand in our way, I will keep choosing you, keep believing in you, keep being proud to be yours, because you are my heart's home, my dream come true, my answered prayer. And loving you is the most powerful decision I have ever made, and I will spend every day proving that. This man, your man, is honored, grateful, and forever proud to belong to you, my sweet babe. This man, your man, is so proud to be yours, and I want you to feel that pride wrapping around you like the warmest sunrise after the longest night. Because loving you is not just a feeling I carry in my heart, it is a decision I wake up with, a purpose I walk in, and a blessing I whisper gratitude for even on the busiest days. I am proud of the way you carry your strength so quietly, the way you fight battles no one sees and still manage to smile like the world has never tried to test you. I am proud of your heart that loves deeply even after it has known disappointment. Proud of your mind that keeps dreaming even when fear tries to make it smaller. Proud of your soul that shines without asking permission from anyone. And I need you to understand something clearly and deeply tonight. Being your man is not a title I take lightly. It is an honor I hold with both hands, because when I look at you, I don't just see beauty, I see resilience, I see courage, I see a woman who could have chosen to give up but instead chose to grow, and that inspires me every single day to become a better man than I was yesterday. I want you to know that when the world feels heavy and doubts try to whisper lies into your ears, I am standing right beside you in spirit and in action, reminding you that you are capable, that you are enough, that you are powerful beyond what you sometimes allow yourself to believe, and my pride in you is not about possession, it is about partnership, it is about walking hand in hand toward dreams that once felt too big. It is about building a life where we both rise higher because we choose to lift each other instead of compete, and I am proud of the way you love, the way you care, the way you give without keeping score, because that kind of heart is rare, and I never take it for granted. My sweet babe, you must realize that you have changed me in the best ways. You have made me softer where I needed compassion, stronger where I needed courage, wiser where I needed patience, and loving you has taught me that real strength is not loud, it is steady, real confidence is not arrogance, it is assurance, and real love is not control, it is commitment. And I commit to you not just in moments of excitement but in moments of exhaustion. Not just when things are easy but especially when things require effort, because being your man means showing up consistently, protecting your peace, encouraging your growth, and celebrating your wins as if they are my own. I am proud of your ambitions, the goals you whisper about late at night, the plans you are still shaping, the fears you are quietly overcoming, and I want you to chase every dream without shrinking yourself for anyone, including me, because a real man does not fear a powerful woman. He admires her, he supports her, he stands tall beside her without trying to dim her light. And I promise you that I will always be that kind of man, the one who claps the loudest when you succeed. The one who reminds you of your worth when you forget it, the one who sees the queen in you even on days you feel like you are barely holding it together. My sweet babe, I am proud of the love we are building, not a perfect love, but a growing love, a learning love, a love that communicates, that apologizes, that forgives, that chooses again and again, and that kind of love requires maturity, it requires humility. It requires two people who are willing to evolve, and I see that willingness in you. I see the way you reflect, the way you try, the way you care about us, and it makes me proud beyond words. You deserve a man who does not hesitate to claim you with respect, who does not hide his feelings, who does not play games with your heart, and I stand here saying boldly that I am proud to call you mine while still honoring that you are your own woman, with your own identity, your own dreams, your own voice, and loving you means supporting all of that, not limiting it, and I want you to wake up every day knowing that the man beside you is grateful, not entitled, devoted, not distracted, and inspired, not intimidated, my sweet babe. When life tests us, and it will, I want you to remember this feeling, this assurance, this promise that I am not here temporarily, I am here intentionally, and I am proud not only of who you are today but of who you are becoming, because growth is beautiful and sometimes uncomfortable. And I will walk with you through both the victories and the vulnerabilities, through the celebrations and the storms, and I will keep reminding you that you are powerful, that you are worthy, that you are deeply loved. This man, your man, is proud to stand beside a woman who refuses to give up on herself, proud to support a heart that loves with depth, proud to protect a bond that is built on trust and truth. And I hope you feel my pride not as pressure but as protection, not as expectation, but as encouragement, because I believe in you endlessly, I believe in us fiercely, and I believe that when two people choose each other with intention, there is no limit to how high they can rise together. So tonight and every night, carry this truth with you: you are chosen, you are cherished, you are admired, and I am endlessly proud to be your man, walking with you, growing with you, loving you loudly in my actions and quietly in my prayers, grateful beyond measure that out of all the stories this world could have written, it wrote ours. And I would choose you again in every lifetime, in every challenge, in every triumph. Because loving you is not just something I say, it is something I live. And being yours is one of the greatest honors of my life. My sweet babe, this man, your man, is so unbelievably proud to be yours, and I don't just mean that in a simple, casual way, I mean it in the deepest, loudest, most unshakable way a heart can feel pride, because loving you has changed me, strengthened me, humbled me, and inspired me to become a better version of myself every single day. When I say I am proud to be yours, I am saying that I walk through this world with my head higher, my step stronger, and my vision clearer, because I know I belong to a woman who is kind, powerful, resilient, and full of light. And that kind of love doesn't just sit quietly in the heart, it fuels ambition, it awakens courage, it transforms fear into faith and doubt into determination. I am proud to be the man who gets to call you mine, not because love is about possession, but because it is about partnership. About standing side by side through every storm and every sunrise, about knowing that no matter how heavy life becomes, we will carry it together, and that gives me a strength that no challenge can break. My sweet babe, you have no idea how much your presence in my life has sharpened my focus and deepened my purpose, because when a man knows he is loved by a woman who believes in him, he begins to believe in himself at a level he never thought possible, and I wake up every morning with this fire in my chest that whispers, work harder, dream bigger, build stronger, not just for yourself but for the future you will share with her, and that fire is you. You are the reason I want to grow, the reason I want to improve, the reason I refuse to settle for mediocrity, because a queen deserves a king who is constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly striving to give her the security, the affection, and the stability she deserves. I am proud of you, proud of your heart, proud of your strength, proud of the battles you've fought silently and the ones you've conquered loudly. Proud of the way you carry yourself even when the world feels heavy, and knowing that a woman like you chooses me fills me with a gratitude so powerful it humbles my soul. I want you to understand something clearly and deeply. Being your man is not just a title to me, it is a responsibility I honor. It is a commitment I cherish, It is a blessing I protect, because when love is real, it becomes sacred, and I treat us as something sacred. Every time you doubt yourself, I wish you could borrow my eyes for a moment and see how extraordinary you are, how your smile can reset my entire day, how your words can calm my storms, how your belief in me can silence my insecurities, because that is the impact you have on me. And I will spend my life reminding you of your worth the same way you remind me of mine, my sweet babe. I am motivated by the thought of building a future where we look back at our struggles and smile because we never gave up on each other, where we celebrate victories not as individuals but as a team, where we grow old knowing we chose loyalty over ego, patience over pride, and love over fear. I am proud to stand beside you, proud to claim you in every room, proud to say that's my woman, not because I need validation from the world but because I want the world to know how lucky I am. Your love has become my anchor and my wings at the same time, my anchor when life tries to shake me, my wings when I need courage to chase bigger dreams. And that balance is rare, that balance is powerful, that balance is something I will never take for granted. You inspire me to show up stronger, to communicate better, to love deeper, to listen more carefully, to protect more fiercely.